All right, we are here once again today. Today we are doing Marthanachta 5 versus the Cement Eaters. This is a... One sec, gotta find it, gotta find it, gotta find it. Open team. This is a high open team. Sorry, two high open teams that will be playing against each other today. So we already got our hero bands and map picked out. So let me go ahead and ask if both teams are ready, and we'll get started. Welcome to everyone. Um, we had an amazing couple of streams last night and 2 days before that, so I'm excited. We also got to meet one of our newer casters, Septix, who joined me for the Baby Sharks versus the... I remember who it was. Who was it? It was... Brazo Sport. That's what it was. It was Brazo Sport. So we got to see one of our new casters. We did actually just recently get two more casters, so um, we will be able to hopefully see them in some future streams as well, which is going to be super fun. And it looks like both teams are ready, so we are going to go ahead and get started with the first game. Good luck to both teams.
Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Alright, getting into the first one, looks like Marthanachta is going to be going Ramatra, Tracer, Cassidy, Lucio, and Kiriko. As for Cement Eaters, it looks like they are going to be going Hazard, Tracer, Genji, Kiriko, and Lucio. We are seeing some similar comps to the comps that we saw yesterday with EAOSU Varsity versus Vessel Requiem, so that's kind of interesting that we're seeing some of the same comps, and even in our open division as well as our elite division. Both teams starting to come to the point now. Both teams decided to take the high ground here. Immediately trying to get some damage out. Asante managing to get a pick on Arcario. Incendiary also getting a pick on Aziel. Playback managing to get a nice pick on Moshi there with the boop. Aiko managing to pick off Carlson. It looks like maybe Marthanachta 5 will be able to take the first cap. Cement Eaters starting to try to regroup here. Marthanachta 5 is also going to have to regroup, though. They lost a lot of their team. You can tell that these two teams are definitely going to be pretty fairly matched. Low and unfortunately goes down. Aiko also going down not very soon after. Playback taking some heavy damage from Kuro here. Kuro managing to get the pick. Trying to go for the other support here now. And it looks like they're able to get it. Cement Eaters now trying to take this point. Possibly trying to stagger that Tracer a little bit. Tracer did manage to stall it a little bit and was able to get some time in. OG Mason, thank you so much for the follow. We do really appreciate it. If you like what we're doing, make sure to go check out our Tiltify page. We are supporting the JED Foundation this season. They are a mental health organization who does mental health resources for youth and young adults. So that's something that you're interested, please make sure to go check that out. That's what MST is all about, trying to raise money for causes that matter to us. So getting back into it, looks like Cement Eaters were able to hold this point a little bit longer. Once again, you see that both of these teams are pretty evenly matched here. They both seem to be doing pretty well against each other in these fights, and certainly more evenly matched than some of our previous matches that we've streamed. Playback going in, trying to get some damage. Almost dying, but manages to get away from that that hazard there. Both Lucios pop their ultimates. Both Kirikos pop their ultimates. We see, oh my goodness, a blade from Aiko, but unfortunately it doesn't go through. We see Incendiary drop the bomb. Marthanachta making some good progress here on trying to cap this point. Doing some heavy damage onto this hazard right now. Incendiary manages to get the pick with Carlson. Kiro trying to stall as long as possible. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it was quite enough. Got a high noon and a annihilation coming up here shortly. We see Hazard uses ultimate, manages to get a pick on Playback. Carlson also getting a pick on Azael. Both teams are even now. Arcario getting a pick on Aiko with the high noon, but Escoze was able to get a pick on Arc there. Incendiary also getting 2 more, and it's a team kill for Marthanachta. Both teams are getting pretty close to this final point. Carlson using ultimate in their spawn, trying to get some of their, gets both of their supports, almost got one of their DPS as well, but unfortunately it doesn't look like it was quite enough, and it does look like Marthanachta is going to take this first point. That was a close battle. We saw some pretty good plays there from both teams, and both these teams, once again, they are pretty evenly matched, and we definitely saw some good gameplay, and I think with maybe some changes in some choices, we could definitely see a close game here today.
More to do, more to learn.
Carlson immediately getting a pick on Azael. Hero also getting a pick on Incendiary. Both teams are currently even when it comes to picks. Carlson managing to go up and get the pick on Moshu. Trying to get the pick on this Tracer as well. She gets low, but she does use her her callback to get some of her health back. Aiko gets low, manages to escape. Once again, getting the Tracer pretty low, but the supports are coming back. Playback managing to pick on Escoze. Arcario getting an early pick on Moshu, but Azael managing to pick off Arcario not soon after. Once again, both teams are tied for picks until Carlson comes in and gets the pick on Aiko. Trying to do some damage to the supports now. Manages to pick off the Baptiste there. Ball trying to stay on point and get their team some percentage. Ball uses ult. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's really going to get any picks. Ball gets low. Unfortunately, gets picked off, and that is a heavy stagger for Marthanachta. Incendiary managing to get the pick on Moshi with the pulse bomb there. Calson also getting a pick on Aiko. Marthanachta is getting closer to taking this first match. Now at 90%. Cement Eaters only have 10 seconds to get to the point. Ball manages to touch the point, is currently capping it. Doesn't look like Cement Eaters notice. Or sorry, Marthanachta notices. Looks like at the last second they notice and they begin to come back to the point. Trying to get some picks here. Playback Beats and Solder also uses Kitsune. Both support ults are out right now for Marthanachta. We see a pulse from Kuro, managed to get playback. And it looks like Marthanachta 5 is going to take the first match.
Double kill.
Ninjas should neither be seen nor heard.
Play.
Alright, and it looks like Marthanachta is going to take the first round. We saw some good plays there from both teams. I'm excited to see how the rest of this game goes with how close they were playing to one another's skill level. We definitely saw pretty evenly matched skills and picks too. I mean they were pretty close to each other. I do think that Marthanachta 5 um, had some things going for them that allowed them to possibly get in there and do some damage that allowed them to take those points and just really hold them. But I do think that Cement Eaters has a really strong attack. I think that their hold isn't as strong as Marthanachta's, but I think their attack is, if not better than Marthanachta's. So I'm excited to see how this plays out. Alright, so our next game will be Escort is our next game mode. Alright, and it looks like the next map we will be going to is Gibraltar. If you guys were here for yesterday's stream with EAOSU Varsity and Vessel Requiem, you'll know that I'm not a super big fan of Gibraltar. It's not my map. I feel like every time I play that map, I always do poorly. But apparently apparently other people really enjoy it. So looks like our first band for this round is going to be Cassidy, and it looks like the other band is going to be Hazard. So let me ask if both teams are ready, and we'll go ahead and get ready into the next round. Currently, for those of you who are just joining in, it is 1-0 Marthanachta. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I never know if I'm pronouncing anything right. Tis the curse of being a esports broadcaster. Looks like we got a real quick swap in Marthanachta. All right. Alright, looks like this time Solder is going to be playing tank, and Coulson is going to be playing support now for Marthanachta, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, looks like both teams are ready, so we will be going and heading into the second match of today.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar. Initiating match.
Alright, getting into the next round, it looks like Marthanachta is going to be going Ball, Tracer, Ash, Brig, and Ana. As for the Cement Eaters, looks like we're going Diva, Tracer, Sojourn, Ana, and Kiriko. Does look like in the last round maybe we had some targeted bans here. We do see that now Cement Eaters, now that Diva isn't banned, immediately go to Diva. So I'm excited to see this Diva gameplay and see if it was worth the ban.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers in.
Alright, getting into the round.
Stop the payload.
We see Aiko use that all too familiar sim teleport and then immediately swapping over to who they actually want to play. Incendiary goes down, but so does Aiko. Kiro also going down. Both DPS for Cement Eaters are currently down. Aiko did just come back though, so we'll see if they can make some plays here. D.Va goes for the high ground, tries to get some damage in, but unfortunately it doesn't look like it's going to be enough to get a pick. Maybe just trying to scare them off the high ground and get them to run away. Kuro unfortunately going down once again to Incendiary. See Incendiary here just kind of standing in this hallway trying to get some damage out. D.Va gets low, manages to back out and get some healing. Moshu goes down. Starting to push past this little death block here. Hopefully trying to move past it and push Marthanachta back and get some space there. Aiko managing to get a pick on Incendiary. Now trying to go for Ball. Ball gets low, and it looks like they are going to be able to get it. They start to push the point. Arcario getting heavily damaged here, trying to escape. We'll see if Marthanachta decide to touch. And it looks like they do not. Soldier going in, taking some heavy damage, unfortunately goes down. Your tank going down right as a team caps is not going to be the best. You know, you definitely want to try and hold that first cap as much as possible, but you know, unfortunately Soldier just took too much damage, wasn't able to do it, and now Arcario and Playback both get picked off. We see Playback coming back now. Arcario still on that cooldown. Soldier coming back into the fight, trying to get some damage on this D.Va. Unfortunately has to back out a little bit. Going for the Sojourn now, manages to get the pick with the help from Incendiary as well. Kuro going in, possibly going to use that pulse bomb soon. We do see that both teams are coming up on quite a few ultimates here, so we'll have to see who can really, you know, who can actually, you know, make this happen.
Engaging enemy forces. Disrupting. Under my protection.
We see Incendiary get nanoed, trying to go for a pick on this this Kiriko here. Unfortunately, doesn't look like they're able to get the pick, but they do manage to get the Ana. Arcario exploding a dynamite right next to the Kiriko, manages to get the pick on that. And it does look like Cement Eaters is going to take the cap. I don't know how they capped that, if I'm being honest. Was that a C9? I didn't even realize if that was a C9. But coming into the next fight, Soldier is coming up on bombs here, and we also see Bob is coming up as well. We got another pulse bomb from Incendiary. Kuro and Aiko both have DPS ults, and Azael also coming up with a Kitsune here. We do see Soldier use their bombs, so unfortunately once again it just doesn't look like it's going to do that much. Does manage to kind of keep the Ana away from their team, but unfortunately it does look like it didn't really do that much, because the Ana was still able to heal up her team. Aiko getting a pick on Incendiary. Incendiary going just a bit too deep now. Ana trying to take out this Lucio. Looks like both supports are trying to keep each other up with all this dive. Aiko managing to get the pick on Playback with that I forget what her secondary is called. Railgun, that's what it is. Yeah, railgun. Arcario throwing out Bob. We'll see if it gets any value. It does look like it's trying to keep them away from the point. Oh, it's actually on point, so it does look like it's going to be able to keep them off point. Arcario managed to get some picks at that Bob as well. Unfortunately, Kuro does go down at the very end there. Cement Eaters do have 4 ults going into this next fight, and our Marthanachta only has 1. They might be able to build up that second one with Ball ult, but unfortunately, it does look like Cement Eaters has the heavy ult advantage here. So we'll see how they decide to use those and possibly win this fight. They do have 2 minutes left to push this point to the end. Both teams managed to get a pick. Aiko managing to get another pick on playback. We see Aiko get nanoed also with the Sojourn ult. Unfortunately misses that first shot, but manages to land the second headshot to the Ashe. Get that pick. Almost got a pick on Reaper as well, but it looks like Reaper was able to escape. We see beat from playback, as well as a nano from Carlson on Incendiary. Incendiary unfortunately going down. Soldier trying desperately to hold this point. 30 seconds remaining on the clock for Cement Eaters. We see Kitsune get popped off from Eziel. Ball gets super low and it looks like they're able to get the pick. Incendiary now trying to hold the point. He does have ultimate. Uses ultimate, unfortunately dies in the middle of ultimate. Playback now trying to hold the point. Arcario also on the point as well. Carlson coming back and trying to hold the point. It's overtime now. Carlson goes down. Once again, Ball just trying to hold this point. Ball goes down, Incendiary coming back, and unfortunately is not able to touch, and it looks like Cement Eaters are going to get all 3 points with 0 time remaining.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Thank you, Jack T6374 for the follow. We do really appreciate it. If you would like to support us in other ways, make sure to go follow our socials on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you like to get your social media. And if you would like to see more of this, make sure to go follow, make sure to go donate to our Tiltify link. We are supporting the Jed Foundation this season. They are a mental health organization that does mental health resources for young adults and youth. So if you like that cause and would like to go support it, we would really greatly appreciate it. It helps us to continue to do what we do, and yeah, it's a great cause to support. So if you'd like to go check that out, make sure to go do that. I'll go ahead and post that link in the chat right now, actually.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Alright, getting into the next round, it looks like Marthanachta is going to be going Winston, Symmetra, we got a Widow, Lucio, and Kiriko. I almost forgot Widow's name there for a second. For Cement Eaters, it looks like they're going Ball, Tracer, Sojourn, Ana, and Kiriko. Soldier gets the first pick of this round with Moshu, and Arcario getting the other support not far after, so it looks like this is going to be pretty cut and dry for Marthanachta. SK trying to get some picks back here, but unfortunately gets picked off. Hero also getting picked off. Aiko trying to fall back for the supports now. The thing is that Cement Eaters did go down pretty quickly, but you have to remember that after the fight from Cement Eaters where they won, they did manage to cap the point immediately. So that's something to remember. Playback gets low, but manages to escape. We see a Widow in the back trying to get some picks. See if we can find any picks here. Manages to get a pick on Kuro. Kuro also managing to get a pick on Incendiary at the same time. Both Tracers are down. Soldier going up top for the supports, manages to get a pick on the Ana there. Now trying to evade this this D.Va with low health. It looks like Playback is able to get the pick, and Eskaze also getting 2 picks on both supports. Eskaze also getting a pick on Soldier. Eskaze is going crazy right now. Manages to pick off the team. What a play from Eskaze. Holy. I think the swap to D.Va was the play here. That ball just, it wasn't working as well as the D.Va did, and man, the D.Va just immediately managing to do so much. Arcario managing to pick on Moshu with that headshot. Trying to look for some more value here, maybe get another support out, or possibly DPS as well. Pop's ultimate tries to see some people and get some headshots. Cement Eaters is playing to win, only Incendiary, and they do manage to stagger Incendiary, get a team kill at the same time. Amazing plays from Cement Eaters so far. They definitely locked in this time compared to the last game. It does seem that Escort was certainly their game mode compared to our first map, which was Control. Marthanachta 5 is coming back with potentially 3 ultimates for this next fight. 2 support ultimates, Beat and Kitsune, as well as Soldier's ultimate, which is Winston ultimate. We also have Eskaze coming up on a D.Va bomb, as well as Aiko coming up on a Sojourn ultimate as well, so we might see some value out of that. Eskaze taking some heavy damage here. Incendiary managing to get a pick on Azael, and Kuro also getting picked off. We see a beat from Playback. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like the D.Va bomb is going to find anyone. Arcario gets picked off by SA. Carlson getting a pick on Aiko. And it does look like Cement Eaters are going to have to give up on this point. However, they did manage to hold with only 30 seconds, and Marthanachta 5 only has 3 minutes left to push this to the second point. I do believe that Cement Eaters had significantly, I think they had more than 4 minutes left whenever they capped, so it does seem that Cement Eaters are making much better time than Marthanachta 5 is. SA unfortunately taking some heavy damage, has to escape her mech, and unfortunately goes down quite quickly. You now see Soldier trying to get some damage out on the DPS and the support over here. Manages to find the Sojourn, tries to get some damage out. Unfortunately, doesn't look like they're going to be able to get the pick. Oh no, goes in further, manages to get the pick, but unfortunately, it looks like they're possibly going to. No, they managed. No, they don't manage to escape. Oh my goodness, what a absolute roller coaster of emotion that just was. We see Incendiary trying to head back to the team. It does look like Cement Eaters are going to be able to hold this point for just a small amount longer. They are coming up on four ultimates here, and we also have 3 ultimates on Marthanachta 5, so it's not a very crazy ult advantage here, but it is still an ult advantage for Cement Eaters. Actually, now that I see it, it does look like Cement Eaters is actually coming up on 5 ultimates, with that Kitsune also coming up as well. So we could see a very heavy ult advantage here for Cement Eaters as they try to go in. We see his sleep on Incendiary. Unfortunately goes down. We do see the D.Va bomb try to go off, and we see Aiko also using ultimate. Unfortunately also going down. Kuro trying to go in. We do see a Kitsune get popped, but unfortunately it does look like Marthanachta 5 is going to be able to take the point. They do have 2.5 minutes left to try and cap to the 3rd point, which would bring us into a round 3. Feeder 1973. We do see Marthanachta 5 coming up on some ultimates here, but we do also have 2 ultimates in the Cement Eaters currently. With the Tracer Pulse Bomb does manage to land on Incendiary. We also have a Nano coming up here soon as well. See the supports trying to help each other out here. Now going back in, trying to save their team. We see Aiko get Nano, trying to go in, get some damage out. Manages to hold off the team for a little bit longer. Only 1 minute remaining now for Marthanachta 5. They're gonna have to make some good plays. We are coming up on a blade here, which could potentially get them to that last point. We see the blade get popped off, trying to go for the Ana, manages to pick off the Ana, now going for the Reaper. Unfortunately doesn't land and it does get picked off. Incendiary trying to hold the point here a little bit. Playback also getting pretty low. Incendiary managing to do some heavy damage. Pops off the ultimate, manages to get 2, but also goes down. Cement Eaters are also coming up on some ultimates here. Soldier might go down. He's getting pretty low. Tries to stay up. It does look like he is going to be able to stay up. Manages to get the health pack. However, Cement Eaters are coming up on 4 ultimates here. And Marthanachta 5 is only coming up on Kitsune. We see Eskse pop off the Pog ultimate here, trying to do some damage. Unfortunately, doesn't get any picks with it. We see the Kitsune get popped off from Azael. Both Kitsunes are now popped off. Aiko unfortunately goes down before being able to use his ult. We see a Nano on the Hog, tries to get some damage out. Oh, we see Soldier go down. Both only supports now to hold this point. And it looks like Cement Eaters is going to take the dub for that match. It looks like it is going to be 1-1 Marthanachta to Cement Eaters. Both teams are tied now.
Play of the game.
Alright, what a game that was. We saw both teams fighting hard for those points, and it got pretty close, but luckily the the Cement Eaters were able to hold it, and it is now tied. It's good to drink your water. Helps clear your throat when you're screaming at the top of your lungs about how a Tracer just got like a 2K or 3K with their bomb. It's pretty fire. Alright, looks like our next map is going to be King's Row. I will say I'm kind of surprised. I believe this is our first time actually going to King's Row during during a stream. So I'm kind of excited to see some King's Row gameplay. We saw a lot of it in season one. A lot of people wanted to play King's Row in season one, but that's also back when we had map pools. So all right, looks like our first ban is going to be Ana. All right. Whoops. Still waiting on the hero ban from Cement Eaters. Hopefully we'll hear back soon. Alright, looks like we are going to be banning Sigma. Asking if both teams are ready. Alright, looks like we do have a really quick swap. Alright, looks like both teams are making some swaps here. What's the score? Currently the score is 1-1. They're both tied. Alright, looks like we are going to be going into the next match. Good luck to both teams. I will say I love King's Row. This is one of my favorite maps. Fun fact, I learned this last season, but if you go over here, you can see the map from the missions. You know, the mission where you have to like, there's like the push bot, and you have to save the push bot or whatever. Yeah.
Ready for battle.
Alright, getting into the next match, it looks like for Marthanachta 5, we are going Ball, Reaper, Sojourn, Kiriko, and Baptiste. And then for Cement Eaters, looks like we're going Zarya, Widow, Sim, Lucio, and Kiri. Gotta stay on the Widow. Want to make sure. Gotta see if they can get a pick early on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there was a pick there. Decided to immediately just hop back into Bastion. Soldier going in early, trying to get some damage, and manages to get a pick on Aiko there. What a slam. Get some damage on Azael. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Once again, gets another slam. These are some ball techs we're seeing here today. Incendiary managing to get 2 picks on both Azael and Kuro. Team kill from Marthanachta 5. They definitely want to come back for this point. Get Soldier back on ball. We did see some interesting plays from Soldier's Winston earlier, but I think the ball is a good choice here. Seeing some pretty cool ball techs as well, which is nice.
I'm on my game now.
Incendiary possibly looking for an ultimate here. Manages to go into the room, gets a pick on Aiko, and also manages to get Eskaze.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
400 unfortunately going down. So is Kuro.
60 seconds.
Ah, unfortunately, Aiko gets shot in the back with the railgun there. See SA trying desperately to stay alive while he waits for his team to get back.
moments are crucial. Gales are powered and ready to fire. Dodge this.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
See our Kirio pop off Kitsune.
Thanks for the touch-up.
Outfought.
Score 0.
And it looks like Marthanachta 5 was able to keep the point for the entire time. So
Match.
Cement Eaters is gonna have a tricky hold here.
Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one.
Alright, for this round it looks like we've got Ball, Reaper, Sojourn, Kiriko, and Baptiste. As for the Cement Eaters, looks like we're going Ball, Tracers, Sojourn, Lucio, and Kiriko. Lucio gets picked off quickly by Coulson. Sorry everyone, I don't know what all these latency issues are.
Strike with grace.
Hopefully that resolves itself here soon. It does look like Marthanachta 5 is going to take the next match. That is 2-1 Marthanachta. Maybe getting Soldier back on Ball. Maybe that was the play. Alright, with that, Cement Eaters gets both the map pick and first tier ban. Our next map will be Push. All right, looks like Cement Eaters are real quick gonna just take a quick break. Maybe let some of their players go and use the restroom if they have to, or get some drinks or whatever. So we're just gonna take a quick break. We will be right back. Make sure to stay tuned for the last two matches of this game. Alright, sorry about that, everybody. We are back. Gonna hopefully get these games going again. Alright, looks like Colosseo is going to be our next map. And it looks like our first ban is going to be Ball. Alright. Looks like Ball and Tracer are going to be our bans. Alright, looks like both teams are ready, so we will be heading into the next match.
Arriving at Coliseum. Initiating match.
Alright, looks like for this next match, it is going to be Arisa, Ash, Cassidy, Lucio, and Kiriko for the Marthanachta 5. Or actually,
I'll find my own.
maybe not. For the Cement Eaters, looks like we're going Arisa, Reaper, Sojourn, Lucio, and Baptiste. I don't know what the connection issues are.
Push started. Let's go. Barricade's moving.
Well done.
Fire.
Let's keep it up.
Stay put.
Unfortunately, it's looking like we might have to end the stream. Unfortunately, it looks like it's causing some connection issues here. So, yeah, I think we might have to end the stream here. I'm very sorry for the disconnect issues. I don't know what's going on with it, but thank you all so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. If you'd like to go support us, make sure once again to go check out that Tiltify link. Go support our beneficiary. That really helps us do what we do and allows us to continue doing